This woman, Lakrisha Isaac, this woman is a perfect example of bad parenting. I mean, if they had a picture of bad parenting, you would see a picture of Lakrisha Isaac. She is messy. She's taught her daughter how to be messy. People keep saying like, oh, what child won't protect their parents? People like to mix apples with oranges, fact with fiction. Now, it's one thing if your mother or father, whoever, is going on about their life and someone attacks them. Yes, I can see a child doing what they must to protect their parents. But that is not the case with Lakrisha Isaac. Lakrisha Isaac uses her child as backup. She goes start mess. You know, it's all right. For one thing, these apartments, it's the hood. I looked up these apartments and they changed the name of these apartments 3 or 4 times. They're trying to, make the apartments better. But from a person that lived in the hood, I don't care how you try to change it. Change the outside and the appearance is one thing. But you'll never be able to change what goes on inside unless you tear it all down. That's the only way. But you have people in the hood that are messy. Someone new moves in and people get jealous. Jealous because someone is trying to do good for themselves. And Lakrisha was jealous of Miss LaShawn Rogers. I mean, when I look at the picture of the two, I can tell why. LaShawn, everybody likes her. That's one thing that jealous people hate, a person that is liked. She got a man. That's really one thing that those jealous women in the hood hate, to see another woman with a man. And this woman came over. Lakrisha came over to LaShawn's house drunk with a gun. She came over there looking for some mess. And her little daughter, 10 years old, is just as messy. When they asked her about, what happened, she said, yeah, I know I killed her. Yeah. And my mama came over here to talk to her woman to woman. Now, what 10-year-old child is going to make that type of phrase, woman to woman? That's a mess she got from her mother. So, hey, I don't believe anything that child is saying. And people try to think it's just a child. Hey, I was 10. Now, we're not talking about 3 years old. That's just a child. But by the time you get 10, certain ways of set in with you. So far as like lying and trying to be bad. It's Memorial Day. The woman's sitting out with the old man barbecuing. Why wasn't she at home barbecuing and trying to enjoy herself? She come over to somebody else's house drunk. And like I say, her daughter is her backup. Hey, like I say, I lived in the hood. I'm still in the hood. And the same, it's like it's a never-ending story. It's the same thing. Too many jealous people that are too lazy to get up and do something for themselves, sit back and watch other people that are getting up and doing things for themselves, and they sit back and get jealous. They have interviewed some people, some of her relatives and friends, people in the neighborhood. They say, yeah, the little girl needs some help, but she needs to be locked up. So a lot of people don't really know about these people that have shot and killed and murdered this woman. People in the hood probably know she pack a gun, and go to be bad. Man, don't mess with that woman crazy there, man. She keep that bag on her little person, her little daughter crazy too. I mean, when you look at these pictures, this picture with her and her daughters standing there, I mean, unless somebody told you that was a kid, you know, and she's 10. And hey, if I was 10, I would probably try to stop my mother. Or when the fight was, going on, I would have been involved in the fight then. But hey, this is like a setup. When I give you that purse, you pull it out and you shoot her. That's what it seems like to me. Because look how the mother just calmly standing back while daughter unloads with that pistol in front of this woman's house. And the mother, the only time when she tried to take the pistol from the girl was until the girl's boyfriend tried to help her. Then she took the pistol and pointed at him. And afterwards, the daughter said, well, you shouldn't have messed with my mama. You and your mama came over there looking for some mess. And parents hide behind their children. Oh, she didn't know no better. Yeah, she knew better. She knew exactly what she was doing. And, hey, people that are murderers today, they were once children. So I'm tired of hearing people talking about kids. People are born with their own type of spirits. And this girl has already killed. Once you kill one, hey, the other one is a piece of cake. You will do it with ease. So I don't really think that they will be able to help this child because she's 10. How long has she been living this life? It's not like she was raised in Bel Air. She raised in the projects with the project mentality. I tell people all the time, the projects is not meant for you to like, okay, this is going to be my home. No, this is only a temporary spot. Really designed for you to get on your feet and move on. While the rent is so cheap, hey man, save your money and prepare to leave. You never prepare to stay in the projects. Now, Miss LaShawn Rogers was one of the decent people that you will find in the projects. But Lakrisha Isaac is the type of average person that you will find in the projects. Mean, angry at the world. When they interviewed her and asked her, what's going on? She didn't want to talk, but she said that she has anger issues. That's the average woman that is raised in the projects. Now, that's not all of them, because some of them know how to do things for themselves. But them little ugly ones, can't find a man, don't want to do what it takes to improve themselves so they can get a man, to sit back and be mad and angry all the time and watch the little cute women and sit back and be jealous of them and talk about how they think they all that. That's because you're all not. They'll never really tell the truth, but I'm willing to bet anything that is behind Miss Rogers' boyfriend. Some women think they can have any man they want when they've never gotten the man they want. Just because you dress all revealing doesn't make you fine. And some women think they're fine. You're not. You got to dress all revealing in order to catch a man. Some women know how to do all that. They can come outside in a cloaker sack and catch a man. But some of you women in project mentalities, you got to almost dress naked to get a man to notice you. Some people sit up and talk about what they're going to do if somebody mess with them. No one's messing with them. No one's bothering them. But it's them that's bothering everybody else. Man, that's why these days, I tell everybody, you just got to be careful. You got to be careful. Everybody. You got to be careful, man, because you just never know what a person was going through a person's mind. It could be a person you've been knowing all your life. It don't mean they like you. You just been knowing them all your life. Then that one day they show you how they really feel about you. So you always have to be careful. And then when you're having these little arguments with people, you just never know where that argument is going to lead to and how it's going to end. So you always have to be watchful, especially after you have an argument. Don't just sit back and think, oh, ain't nothing going to happen, because it just might. So you always got to be prepared for that, what might happen. Now, so far, they've been saying that they can't find a man that's connected with Miss Isaac. And what man is going to put up with some drunk, crazy woman that packs a gun? You see, Miss Rogers had a man, nice person, everybody likes her, sitting out there barbecuing, chilling. Women like that can get a man all day long. But you drunk women that sit up there and plot and plan on how to start mess, y'all always by yourself. Or at least now you have you some company with people like yourself, because now you are going to spend the rest of your days in prison. I hate to say it, but your daughter is going to end up the same way, because who's there to teach her anything different? Now she's in the system. If they do let her out, where she's going to go? She's 10, still going to be in the system. So, hey, man, I feel sorry for the child, but the mother is the one to blame. My heart goes out to the family of Miss Rogers. You know, I really hate that she had to encounter, cross paths with a person like Miss Isaac. The charges that Miss Isaac is facing, which I think they will find her guilty on all of them. Man, I think that she's going to be locked up for a pretty long time. Now, her daughter, this is Florida we're talking about. She's 10. Just saying they have her somewhere until she turns 18. That experience from 10 to 18 is going to make her a worse person, not a better person. It's going to make it worse. Because we know how black people get treated in those type of facilities, especially in Florida. So her life has pretty much been prepared for her by her mother. This jealousy and hatred that we have for each other for no reason, we got to get rid of it. I mean, we just don't really realize what we are faced with and what they are planning for black people here in America. Don't take yourself out the game. There's nothing wrong with being competitive, but some people take it just too far to where it turns into hating. When a person is doing better than you, you don't hate on them. You use that as inspiration for you to do better. If you're a woman out there that don't have a man, sit back and watch the other women that do and compare your life to theirs to see if you need to make some type of adjustments. And you never allow your children to get involved in adult affairs. You never do. So when people speak about bad parenting, they are talking about people like Lakrisha Isaac.